Yay. All right. Well, here we are. We're going to talk about detoxing your closet. And I'm going to go through the process with you to make it easier for you to do it yourself. And also some tips and tricks of the best ways to go about it and to start this process, because it all starts in the closet, of creating a workable wardrobe for yourself. It has to start here. So let's get started. My name is Tina Schwahn, if you don't know me, and I'm a personal stylist and founder of Real Style for Real Life, and as part of Real Style for Real Life, Style Society. So let's dive in. Okay, so what you're going to need to start off with is a full-length mirror. I always recommend you have a full-length mirror before you start this, because you're going to want to try on some of your clothing and make sure that it fits, because that is your very first litmus test over whether or not you're going to keep certain items. Second thing is space for placing clothing into piles, and you're going to sort them out by things you're going to donate, things you're going to repair, and things you're going to archive. And we'll talk about what archiving is as well. And then instead of throwing anything away and contributing to the waste that we already have in the environment, let's go ahead and find different ways for you to reuse, recycle those items that are in disrepair, because we don't want to contribute to the waste. This is going to take you a couple of hours at least, and the optional recommendation is to find a trusted friend or hire a stylist to help you with your detox process. I think it's super important to have someone help you so that you can have the discourse of, when do you wear this? How do you wear this? And I'm going to go over some different types of questions that you're going to be asking along in the process. Just be careful who you ask to help you, because sometimes mother-daughter teams don't work out so great. Sometimes sister-sister teams don't work out so great. So make sure it's someone who will help you and be honest with you in a kind and encouraging way. A couple more things. Think about your personal style. Like, what do you want to represent as your style? And if that's not something you think about on a regular basis, maybe go out to the internet, look at Pinterest, look at magazines, watch TV, watch movies, see who you kind of like their style and who you want to emulate. The other thing is, think about your lifestyle. What is your job? Of course, most of us know how to dress for our job. The other things in your life that you need to dress for: date nights, girls' night out, book clubs, going to the beach, going to the lake, going to ball games, whatever it is that you do with your life, think about those things too, because sometimes those things get forgotten, and then all of a sudden you get rid of too many things and you don't have something to wear to those other types of occasions and events. And then the last thing is, what do you like about yourself? What do you want to show off? What do you want to downplay? Think about those things as you're keeping items in your closet or deciding what to get rid of, and try things on and see what they enhance and what they accentuate. The detox process. My rule of thumb down here in the orange is, if it's not a yes, then it's a no. Oh, that's a tough one. A lot of people have maybes. Oh, I'm not sure about this. I spent a lot of money on this, but I've never worn it. All those kind of things. But honestly, if you don't absolutely love it, then what is it doing in your closet? Hang your things together in zones. I think that it's much easier, and it clears that chaos out of your closet and out of your head. So it makes it more pleasant to go into your closet and find something to wear if you have things hanging in zones. So here's an example in mine. I have all of my, what I call toppers, on this side, this portion of my closet. So, and then I also organize them by color. So I start light to dark, neutrals, and then I go rainbow color. So red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. So I do that. It just makes it easier in the long run to find things. If you have a different system that works for you, that's fine. And then over here, I have dresses and pants that hang on hangers that are hung long so they don't get wrinkled. I have tops up at the top, and I have bottoms down at the bottom. So think about where you're wearing them on your body and place them there. So tops on the top, bottoms on the bottom. And some people have larger closets, some people have smaller closets. So if you put some things in drawers or in totes up above, that's up to you as well. Do your first pass and weed things out that are super easy to get rid of. They have a stain you haven't been able to get out. They have buttons missing that you don't have replacements for. The zippers are broken. They're in disrepair for whatever reason. Maybe it's just something you just don't like anymore. You know for sure it doesn't fit. Get rid of those, take those out right away, put them in the donate pile or in the repair pile, to take them to be repaired, or else if they're completely beyond that, like I said before, figure out something you can do with them, because again, we're trying not to throw anything away. And then you're going to go on a second pass. When you go on your second pass, this is where you start to put a little more thought into the questions you're asking. So take a screenshot of this if you want to. It's also in the workbook that goes with this video. So I'll put the link to that workbook down in the comments or in the description of this video. Here's the questions. I'm going to run them down. Do you love it? If you pull something out of your closet and you're like, do I love this? It's not my favorite. Stop and think about it. Do you really want to keep it if you don't love it? Now, does it fit well? We've already talked about that. It has to fit. If it doesn't fit, then you got to get rid of it. If you're on a weight loss program, then maybe it goes into your archives for later use, but get it out of the current rotation if it doesn't fit. Okay. Is it flattering on you? Again, look in that full length mirror or even take a selfie. Sometimes the camera doesn't lie and the mirror does. Is color good on you? Some people have had their colors done, their color analysis done, and they've already weeded through. I would honestly say sometimes you're going to have colors that aren't exactly in your palette that still works for you. Don't necessarily discount everything that's not in your color palette, but I would say don't discount it. You might want to keep those black pants, or maybe something with black in the print if you're not a winter and don't have black in your palette, or white, or whatever the case may be. Age appropriateness, that is your definition of what you feel comfortable in. If you feel comfortable in it, then it's appropriate for you, and who cares how old you are. Don't get me started on that. Is it your style? Does it fit in your lifestyle? Does it need tailoring? And will you actually get the tailoring done? Have you worn it in the last year? That used to be a hard and fast rule for me. If I hadn't worn something in the last year, I would get rid of it. It just depends. A special item like a formal dress or a cocktail dress that I just don't use that often, but I still want to have it around for when I do have those occasions come up, then keep it. Would you buy it again if you saw it today in the store? This might be my favorite one. Like if you look at something and you wouldn't pick that up off the rack today, just get rid of it. Just get rid of it. It's not a maybe, it's a no. And the last thing, do you receive compliments when you wear it? Think about what have other people, maybe your spouse, maybe your partner, maybe even your kids or your friends have complimented you on something. That's a good indication that it really is flattering and does look good on you. All right, and then decide where each item's going to go. We talked about this already, but anything soiled or worn beyond repair, you can recycle as cleaning rags, as other things. Keepers are items that flatter, fit, and work with your lifestyle. Only keepers make it into your closet. Keep hanging there. Anything soiled or repair, you put it in that pile. Anything from a different season or something sentimental. If it's taking up too much space, put it into archive. Then find a place to donate. When I take things out of people's closets, when I'm doing a closet detox, I have a partnership with a place here in Omaha where I donate those items, and I know for sure that it's going to be used by someone and not going to get thrown away. So kind of do your homework, make sure it's a reputable place where you're donating and it's actually going to do someone some good that needs those clothes for whatever reason. There's some pitfalls. I'm going to lose those 10 pounds. Those jeans are going to fit me. Okay, how long have they been hanging there? How long have you been trying to lose this weight? So if you truly believe and you're on a weight loss program, like I said, put those in the archive, save them for later, and then lo and behold, super fun when they do fit, okay? But if you are sort of like, I've been trying to lose weight for all this time, they're still hanging in here. That is chaos, not only in your closet, it's chaos in your head, and it's negative voices in your head. So face the facts and get rid of those things that are too tight for you. They just are not probably going to fit in the long run. And honestly, if you lose those 10 pounds, you're going to want to get something new anyway. The next one, this was such a great deal, but it never looked quite right. Ooh, who has not done this? So maybe you found a cool designer piece and it was on a great sale and you just thought, oh, this is so cool. And I got a great price on it. It was such a great deal. And it's still hanging in your closet with the tag. If it's still hanging on your closet with the tag and you've chosen it and then you put it back and you've chosen it and you put it back, was it really a great deal? Probably not. So put that in the donate pile too. Someone else will get some good use out of it. Next one down, it might come back to into style eventually. If you think it's going to come back in style, it's probably not. Or archive it and see if it does. I paid for it, I'm keeping it. Yes, I see this a lot. I see a lot of clothing hanging in people's closets that has the tags on it. They missed the return date, so they keep it because they spent money on it. That is the definition of the sunk cost principle. You hang on to things longer than you should because you spent the money on it. But again, you're not getting the value out of it because it's just hanging in your closet. So think about that in the future. Lesson learned, right? Make sure when you are shopping in the future, be intentional, know what you have in your closet. My clients get an online portal that we take pictures of everything in their closet. So that way, when they're out shopping, they can pull that up on their phone on my app and take a look and go, oh, that's right. I already have, 3 striped shirts. I don't need another one. Or I already have dark wash jeans, whatever. So, because when we're out shopping, then we kind of forget what we have. So that's kind of nice. Or you can just keep a list, take pictures, save them in a file on your phone so you know what you have. You can do it yourself as well. So get rid of those things that just aren't serving you. And then return things to the closet. I went through this at the beginning, but I'll reiterate a little bit. Again, make sure you have zones in your closet where you've got like items hung together. It is not a great idea, I don't believe, to hang outfits together. The problem with that is then you don't have any creativity with what you're doing. So if you can't wear something in 3 different ways in your closet, then you probably don't need it. And if you're shopping and you can't wear something in 3 different ways, think of 3 different ways to wear something, which is pretty easy, then get rid of it. But that way, when you have like items hung together, blazers, dresses, tops, bottoms, and then you can go, okay, well, I'm going to wear these pants, what goes with them. And then I know that I can go up here to where my white tops are and my navy tops are over here on the other end. And I can find 3 or 4 different things that are options for me to wear with these crazy palazzo pants. So think about that. Make sure that you have everything facing the same way. Things are folded appropriately. Things are hung right side out. And then for anything outside of that, you can also use totes on shelves, drawers, whatever you have available to you. And then last thing, clean things up. You might do that before you load things back into your closet. Vacuum, dust it, make sure it's kind of cleaned out because we just don't do that very often in our closet. Last thing, finishing touches, hangers. Okay, so I am a stickler for this and it's just one of my things. So take it for what it's worth, but I like the black fuzzy hangers, okay? And I like the ones that have the twistable thing. So it makes it easier, okay? Things don't slide off of here. They stick on and it just looks nice when all the hangers match. Hang all your items facing the same way. It doesn't matter which way, but make sure they're all facing the same way. Fold sweaters and place them on shelves so that they retain their shape. They don't get those weird hanger marks on the shoulders and start to stretch out, because as they hang up, gravity takes over and your sweaters will start to stretch out. And then find a way to organize your shoes. Okay, I have mine in one of these cube storage things rather than shoe organizers per se. And then they are labeled what types of shoes they are, but find a way to organize those things. And also in the workbook, there is a link to Closet Essentials that you can shop if you want to. Last thing, I would love you to join Style Society if you're not already a member. We are still in the founding members phase of Style Society. And what that means is you get in for the low, low price, I sound like a salesperson, of $15 a month, and that will go up as of September 1. So there's still time to get in. And what you get as part of Style Society, first of all, you'll get a seasonal list of closet wardrobe items that you need to have in your wardrobe. And there are samples in there, examples in there, but you get to choose what colors, you get to choose what style. It's just basically, you need 5 tops, you need so many tank tops, you need so many pairs of pants, shorts, boots, sandals, whatever it is, okay? So you have that. Then I put together outfit blueprints for you. You get a daily email. We're part of a exclusive Facebook group as well. Those outfit blueprints are posted in the Facebook group as well every day. And then there's a monthly calendar. There's a monthly handbook that has all of them listed out. So let's say that you're not working on Monday, so you're going to choose a Saturday outfit to wear, something like that. Okay. And then we also have monthly Zooms and go over things like this. And I'll have special guests starting to come in the fall where we're discussing other women's health and wellness, things like that as well. So I hope you can join. If you have questions or you need more information on that, just go to this link. That is my link in bio, or you can go to my website, tinafayschwahn.com/style-society. So I hope you join. And if you have questions, like I said, let me know. Thanks so much for being here, and God bless.